Britt Hanson's.
Samsung delaying the release of its foldable smartphone.
The company says the $2,000 Galaxy Fold will not hit stores April 26th. This comes after early users found defective hinges and broken screens. Several launch events in China were postponed over the weekend. Samsung plans to announce a new release date in the next few weeks.
Local 4 News at 6 is next.
And here's Devin with what's coming up.
So I now have to wait longer not to buy one.
Yes, you do.
Right. It's $2,000, I believe. Yes, okay.
Expensive.
Working on stories coming up from Harper Woods, Romulus, and Rochester Hills. Also, you'll see the end of a wild police chase in Sterling Heights of a suspected drunk driver who'd been given some bad information. Rod.
Your home is supposed to be your castle.
I feel 100% betrayed because we took him into our home.
But this woman lost her engagement ring to somebody she thought was a friend. We'll have her story.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Police in Macomb County get their man, a suspected drunk driver, but not without some trouble.
Attacked inside her own home.
Because I could have died and I didn't have any way to protect myself.
A Clinton Township woman is speaking out tonight after an assault left her frightened for her life and without her diamond engagement ring.
Off the top tonight at 6, it's a case that took investigators from Clinton Township to Detroit to Washington, D.C.
It all started, in fact, 3 weeks ago inside a home near 15 Mile and Gratiot.
Rod Maloney live in Clinton Township tonight after having just spoken with the victim. It's pretty scary stuff here, Rod.
Very scary stuff, Devin. It was right behind this door in a garage where a woman says another man attacked her, tried to choke her, bound her hands with duct tape, and it took a snow shovel for her to cut that duct tape off once he'd left with her ring.
I feel 100% betrayed because we took him into our home.
Tam McLean's talking about 48-year-old Shane David Fountain. She and her fiancé found him on an internet roommate service a year ago. They do have security cameras, though, and Tia claims this is moments before the attack. On a Tuesday morning, on her way to do some babysitting, she claims Fountain convinced her to go into her garage with him to look for a lost wallet. Just after feeding her tropical fish, she says Fountain grabbed her from behind and started choking her.
I told me he was going to kill me if he didn't stop. So I decided I was just going to play dead, I guess.
And then slumped to the ground. And she says he broke out the duct tape.
So when I'm down on the ground, he does my hands. He puts one over my mouth. He does my feet. Then he comes back to my hands and he works at my ring.
$17,000 engagement diamond he allegedly pawned in Detroit. Tia says this is the security camera showing him leaving the house.
Like a con man, he wormed his way into our lives with one intention: to take from us.
Fountain's charged with assault with intent to rob while unarmed, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or strangulation, and unlawful imprisonment.
I've looked into women's self-defense classes. I bought myself pepper spray. I'm actually planning on going to the shooting range.
That was video of her coming in from the garage. The security cameras picked up her reaction to it all. So here's how it worked. Clinton Township Police called the U.S. Marshal Service, who were able to get a hold of the Amtrak police in Washington, D.C. They arrested him there, brought him back to Clinton Township for his arraignment here today, and he is in the Macomb County Jail tonight on $100,000 bond. Back to you.
And Rod, that was some engagement ring. Did she get it back?
Not yet. Now, there was a $3,000 payment apparently made at the pawn shop. So she says there's a lien on the ring. So she has to wait to see if the court will give it back to her or if perhaps somebody has to pay to get it back. They're still going to have to wait and see what becomes of that.
Oh, boy. All right, Rob.
A suspected drunk driver in Sterling Heights made the decision to make matters much worse by hitting the gas instead of pulling over for police. That led to this dramatic chase that went on for a while after he ditched his car. Jason Colthorpe is here with a closer look. Jason?
Yeah, and Sandra, just wait until you hear why this guy ran in the first place. But during this 4-minute chase, this driver does encounter some other cars on the road, even though it was their early morning hours, and a few traffic lights. But luckily, all of them were green.
It was 3:15 in the morning last Saturday when a Sterling Heights officer noticed a Ford Fusion swerving. The officer initiated a traffic stop, and after first pulling over, The driver takes off, quickly hitting high speeds, heading north on Van Dyke. Moments later, he's going east on Hall Road when you can see other officers coming the other way.
Heading westbound now on Hall.
As he makes the turnaround, the driver hits a sign and his car is disabled, so he makes a run for it. The man heads behind a business, but soon changes his mind. And seconds later, his run is over. As an officer cuts him off and jumps out, gun drawn.
You got a gun on you? No, sir. You got anything on you? No, sir. Why are you running? I got warrants, man.
At the end there, you heard the officer ask, "Why'd you run?" Couldn't really understand the answer, but later the suspect said he was fleeing because he thought he had outstanding warrants. As it turns out, he didn't.
Ooh, tough story. All right, Jason, I have absolutely no authority on which to pronounce this, but I approve of today.
Rubber stamp.
Whatever that means.
Big green check.
Gorgeous day.
You know, even though we've got temperatures in the upper 60s right now, I want to show you some of the temperatures across the area right now. Those numbers are in the 70s all across the area. A little bit warmer down to the south. Champaign.
Oh, it's right here.
But you start looking at day part forecast for tonight, we're going to go down to the 50s. Clouds will start increasing, and eventually we will see some showers, but it's not going to be until after midnight tonight. So coming up, we'll talk about how many days we're expecting rain and whether these gorgeous temperatures are going to hang around much longer. Don't forget to download our Local Forecasters app. It's got interactive radar, severe weather alerts, and a lot more, all in the palm of your hand. Download it for free in your app store by searching WDIV. Sandra?
Thank you, Ben. A father is behind bars tonight after shooting his 2-year-old son in the face with a shotgun. Michael Glantz now facing multiple felony charges, including attempted murder after shooting his son. This was after an argument with the boy's mother. The boy is right now at CS Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor. He's in critical but stable condition. Glantz is being held on a $10 million bond. He does face life in prison. His next court date is now coming up on May 1st.
Now to a Local 4 update to a story we've been covering since 2016. Detroit police are asking for your help in finding the killer of 15-year-old Jada Rankin. This is a sketch of the man they're seeking. He's 28 to 30 years of age, 6 feet tall, medium build. Rankin was killed in a shooting in 2016 on Ardmore Street near 6 Mile on Detroit's west side. She was a sophomore at Sterling Heights High School, where she was nominated for Homecoming Queen. In fact, she was a kicker on the school's football team. She recently had the playground at Sawyer Park in Detroit named for her. There is a reward for information on her death.
A Detroit man behind bars accused of robbing an elderly woman at knife point. Michael Hudson. Here's a picture of him. He's now charged with armed robbery and home invasion. Police say he broke into a home near Kelly Road in Harper Woods, took out a knife, and then demanded money from the woman, then pushed her to the ground. Police arrested him after finding him hiding in a garage. He is back in court next month. Romulus police are asking for your help to find 3 men who pulled a gun and robbed a 7-Eleven. Surveillance video here shows the men. They walked in with one of them pointing a gun right at the clerk's face. The 2 men then grabbed cash from the registers. The 3rd man was waiting by the door. If you have any information, call Romulus police.
A Sterling Heights man arrested last week in Troy is accused of driving with a blood alcohol level 5 times the legal limit. 44-year-old driver was stopped last Wednesday on southbound John R. near Maple. Witnesses say he might have been intoxicated. Well, a preliminary breath test showed an alcohol level of 0.40%. 0.08% is the legal limit, so you can see that is dangerously drunk. Police say the driver's license had been revoked and he had 2 prior convictions for drunk driving.
In case you weren't with us tonight at 5:30, we are very excited to welcome back Kimberly, who's been away on maternity leave. She is coming back on Wednesday.
Exactly right. We got a chance to visit Kim and her baby boy Basil, and here's a preview of our visit that you're going to see coming up tonight at 11.
It's gone by so fast. It feels like just yesterday, you know, the doctor was handing him to me. I don't know how it's going to go. And it's kind of scary. And I'm probably going to cry when I have to leave him. But I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to getting back into a routine of things, and now that we have him, it's just like our little life feels so complete. You know, we couldn't be happier. He is a miracle.
Seen a better head of hair on a 3-month-old
He is
child.
snuggable, isn't he?
Yes.
Can't
We
wait
did a
for
lot of
that
too.
tonight at 11. Looking forward to it. Now let's see what Lester Holt and his team are working on for Nightly News tonight, immediately following our broadcast.
Lester's live tonight in New York with what's coming up. Hey, Lester.
I'm so happy for Kimberly with great shots, and boy, I used to have hair like that back in the day. Anyway, Devin and Sandra, tonight we're going to tell you some new concerns about another Boeing aircraft. There are workers claiming it may have been pushed out of production too fast. Plus, is your recycling going to waste on Earth Day? We look at why our recycling is piling up and creating a crisis.
And this is fascinating, Lester. This has to do with China rejecting our recycling goods.
Right, and that has increased some costs here, and we're going to have look at more cities now debating whether to scrap recycling programs altogether, and we'll look at the whole future of recycling when we see it coming up on Nightly News.
All right. Thanks, Lester. A local business getting people's attention with a well-timed creation.
Forget about summer is coming, winter is here. Take a look at this dragon, and it is edible. We're going to take you to the bakery that put this beast together and show you how they got it all done.
All right, Paula, but first, a new option for treating ADHD. It does not involve medication. Dr. McGeorge tells us how it works and who might benefit next in Good Health. In Good Health, why this year's flu season feels like it's been so long. Also, the healthy habit 1 in 5 children and young adults is missing.
But first, tonight, a new option for some children really struggling with ADHD. Doc is back with today's health headlines.
Yes, Sandra and Devin. In fact, the FDA basically recently approved a medical device to treat children with ADHD. Now, the device is called the Monarch External Trigeminal Nerve Stimulation Syndrome, or system rather. It is for kids age 7 to 12, not currently on medication for ADHD. Now, this device is worn while a child is sleeping, and it delivers a low-level electrical pulse to the parts of the brain thought to be responsible for ADHD symptoms. Now, it's also been investigated as a possible treatment for traumatic brain injury in veterans. There's new research that finds children and teens who drink water are less likely to consume sugary beverages, but the study found a fifth of kids and young adults reported not drinking any water on any given day. Not surprisingly, those kids consumed extra calories from sweetened beverages. Experts say parents looking to encourage healthy habits, offering water as the first and preferred beverage choice is really the best place to start. Now, finally, if it feels like this year's flu season will never end, there is a good reason. The CDC says this flu season is officially the longest one in a decade. Now, there have been 21 weeks of elevated flu activity in the U.S. Overall, this year's flu season is considered to be moderately severe based on rates of illness and hospitalizations, and flu activity is finally declining. But our latest What's Going Around report found many local doctors are still seeing new cases, so 21 weeks and technically counting.
Yeah, it feels like it's just nonstop.
And we're seeing it in the hospital, actually. There's a lot of sick people that do continue to come in, even into now April.
Yeah.
All right,
Doc.
Thanks, Doc.
Well, sometimes things that are frightening can also be delicious.
Just ask the folks at Home Bakery in Rochester. They have concocted a confection like you've never seen. Paula Tutman is live with the Game of Thrones cakes that have everyone asking, can you really eat that? Hey, Paula.
Hey guys, so let me give you a little perspective. I'm 61 inches tall. This beast starts at my knees. It goes up 2 feet or more higher than I do. It weighs more than 200 pounds. The Night King here weighs more than 50 pounds, and it took 8 people just to hoist.
Labor of love for sure.
It took about 4 weeks for the team of baker artisans to create and install the dragon and the White Walker into the front window.
It's a combination of PVC pipe and copper tubing because it's all food safe. You have PVC pipe, we've got some dowel rods through the arms. Majority of everything you're seeing here is Rice Krispie treats.
And they feel like this one has definitely pushed the limits. Game of Thrones may be in its last season, but this team of bakers is taking off and flying high this summer.
I really believe with a team of, I think where there's 10 of us, there's nothing we can't do.
Okay, so guys, if you think this is something, you should see this thing at night. They actually have lights situated inside this fire breather, and it is awesome. Awesome to see.
So impressive.
It is incredible. Paula, I mean, you got to wonder, what does a cake like that even cost?
Okay, so yeah, of course you want to know that. And given all of the people hours it took to make it and all of the materials, somewhere in the neighborhood of $14,000 or so. And you might think, well, wow, why pay that much if you're not going to sell it? How about this? People are taking pictures. They're posting on social media. I'm doing a story on it. I would say that is well worth the loss leader.
Yeah, priceless, really.
Would look great on your Instagram, Sandra.
Sure it would, but I don't have $14,000. You can buy me that Game of Thrones cake. There you go.
For you. I love it. Great story, Paula.
Thanks, Paula.
Very impressive. $14,000 worth of cake, Ben.
I give them 24 hours before a bride and groom walk in there and say,
You're exactly right.
That one's this Saturday.
The phone's probably already ringing.
You got it. I'll tell you, it's been gorgeous outside the last couple of days. We need to keep this going. Temperatures 68 this afternoon, and our average this time of year, low 60s. So we've beat that. And in fact, we're going to beat the average for most of this upcoming 7-day forecast. And here's a sneak peek. All 7 days, high temperatures 60 degrees or above as we go forward. So a lot more, at least nice temperatures. Now, can we keep the sunshine? You could already start to see the clouds on the increase, and we will gradually see more of these as we get to the overnight hours. 66 is where we're at right now. That south-southeast wind is at 10. Pressure still on the high side. But as the clouds start to increase, eventually we're going to see showers and some rumbles of thunder too. In fact, there's quite a bit of that. You look out here to the west, but by the time this all migrates into our corner of the state, there's not going to be a ton of it left. So just some scattered showers, maybe a rumble overnight, and some of that lingering into tomorrow morning's commute. So we're at 66, but we showed you at the top of the show, everybody to the south got in on the 70s today, and there was even an 86 down in St. Louis ahead of that cold front. So once that front crosses through tomorrow around the noon hour, that is going to usher in some cooler air. We'll look at that in a second, but here's the timing on the rain. West zone areas could be starting to see some of those showers by about 3 a.m. Again, most of this is going to be coming after the sun comes up tomorrow morning. We'll see a line of showers and thunderstorms 7, 8 o'clock, and then those will take off just shortly after the morning commute. That's the front that ends the actual rain chances, and behind that, the air gets colder, and we will start to feel it by Tuesday night. But even with that cold front, we're still got a respectable finish tomorrow afternoon. 54 tonight. Highs in our 4-zone forecast look very similar to what we had today. Remember, we're going to get some late sunshine to help get back to these numbers. So upper 60s in the metro zone, south zone mid to upper 60s is what we're looking at here. However, some of those spots where the cold front goes through earlier, like the northern part of our west zone, you're only going to be in the 50s up there in Flint and Fenton. Clarkston also at 59. And in our north zone, primarily 50s for highs tomorrow. So not everybody's going to cross that 60-degree mark, but we are going to see plenty of those numbers all the way through Monday of next week. Most of the forecast going into the weekend is dry, save for tomorrow morning and maybe a late shower chance there on Thursday. And then we've got that one cold start there on Wednesday morning, but generally close to average for those numbers all the way through Monday. Don't forget, Wednesday is our first severe weather alert radio day. We're going to be at Meyer in Ann Arbor, so come out and see us.
Always a busy day. All righty.
Thanks, Ben. Well, it is win or go home for the Pistons tonight.
Yeah, Bernie's live at LCA. Next in sports, Game 4.
New fine dining on the Avenue of Fashion. This spot just opened, and they're offering a unique tableside experience. Tasty Tuesday, tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Game 4 tonight. You can use all of the cliches of having the backs up against the wall, but the real problem is the Pistons have really been blown out.
I know, but it's still a big game no matter what. Bernie is live at LCA. Hey, Bernie.
Kids, we're here at LCA. It is Game 4. Bucks lead this series 3-0, and it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. There he is, right at the foul line. Pistons down 3-0. Bucks. Really, the question for the Pistons is how do you motivate a team that's kind of been outplayed 3 games in a row? Also, if the Pistons lose tonight, they set a record for consecutive playoff losses. They're at 13 now. Dwayne Casey says his guys have to have confidence in this one.
The key is about pride, coming in with effort, energy, and not already having your cars, packed up and ready to go to wherever it's going.
All right, now the Pistons did get a tremendous lift in Game 3 the other night with the return of Blake Griffin. He is probable for tonight. Scored 27 the other night, did as much as he could. We've got highlights of Griffin, and he really gave this place a huge lift on Saturday night. He hasn't played because of a bad knee. 31 minutes Saturday, the best Piston player on the floor when he played. Griffin spoke about how the Pistons are changing the culture.
I do believe that as a team, we're taking steps in the right direction. We haven't put it all together yet, and hopefully, the city of Detroit and these fans, can appreciate at least the effort and, us trying to make that change.
All right, that's Blake Griffin. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction tonight at 11. Baseball, Tigers-Red Sox game postponed tonight. They'll play a day-night doubleheader tomorrow at Fenway. NHL, there will be a Game 7 between the Sharks and Golden Knights. Last night in Vegas, the Sharks win it 2-1 in double overtime to even the series 3-3. Tomas Hertl got the game winner for San Jose.
Kept it at the point. And up the middle, a pass for Hertl. Tomas Hertl, shorthanded, shoots and scores!
That was a shorthanded goal. Game 7 tomorrow night in San Jose. The Vegas Knights and the Sharks. All right, finally, Ryan Kerrigan plays for the Washington Redskins. The other night he tried to help and did help get the Washington Capitals crowd all fired up. He did what TJ Oshie did after the Caps won the Stanley Cup. He drank a beer through his jersey. Yum. We call this segment I Remember My First Beer.
Let's go, Cavs! Let's go, Cavs!
Cavs fans, you heard Ryan Kerrigan.
Oh boy!
I bet that was delightful, don't you think?
Yeah. Spell it from here. All right, Bernie. Good luck with the Pistons tonight. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.
Thanks.
NBC Nightly News coming up next.
Have a great night. We'll see you at 11.